world, and welcome back to a beginner's guide to CSS. In part 2 of today's series, we will be learning how to add different fonts to our website for a unique look and feel. Be sure to check out part 1 of this series if you're new to CSS, or check out a beginner's guide to HTML if you'd like to work with the same template we're using. Let's begin by searching for Google Fonts from our web browser. We want to select the link that goes to fonts.google.com. Google Fonts is one of the best places to find a font unique to your website, and the best part is, it's free! All fonts from Google are covered by an open source license, so you can even use them for commercial purposes. The font used in our example is called Jura. So let me quickly enter Jura into the search. From here, I'll select the font and the weight I'd like. I'll stick with the good old regular 400 and bold 700 for now. Then I'll click the Hide Selected Font Families icon in the top right, and I'll copy the last link available, which references the font and 2 sizes I want, and paste it into our HTML file just under the style sheet link. In the link, you can see we are adding another style sheet relationship, but the source this time is from the Google Fonts API. This means we are pulling our fonts from Google rather than our own files. Now we need to specify which elements will be using our new Jura font. To ensure the whole page uses it, we can attach the font to the body tag with an element selector. To do that, open our CSS file. I like to put element selectors above class selectors. Here, we will just type the element body without the leading full stop and add the opening and closing brackets afterwards. Now, we can go back to Google Fonts and copy the CSS rules and paste it into our body element selector. Font family is how we specify which font we want to use. We start off by listing our primary font, in our case Jura, followed by a backup font. The backup font will be used in the event Jura cannot be loaded, which in our case is sans serif. Now let's go back to our website. Close Google Fonts if you have it open, and reload the page. Ta-da! Now Jura is the font being utilised for our website. Lastly, we will go over how to change the size, weight, and colour of our font. Let's begin with the H1 element. We can use the H1 tag directly for styling, just like we did with the body. Let's return to the My CSS page, and just under the body selector, let's create a H1 selector. Inside this selector, let's put font -size : and enter 6 EM, with EM being the measurement of the font size. Remember to finish off with a semicolon if you're not using an IDE. Press enter and type font -weight : 700 semicolon. If you remember from Google Fonts, we specified that we wanted the font weight of 700, which represents the bold font. Finally, press enter and type color : white semicolon. Done! Let's save, go back to Firefox and reload the page with Ctrl and F5. Great! Now our heading looks more like our example website. It looks like our second heading or H2 font is a little too small compared to the original, so we'll need to increase its size and weight. To change its font size and weight, we simply need to repeat the steps from before, but using the H2 element. I'd encourage everyone to pause the video at this stage and attempt to add the font size of 3 EM and weight of bold to the H2 tag. Don't worry, I'll explain the solution when you've come back. Good luck! Assuming you've already had a go yourself, I will quickly show you the solution that you can check against. All you would have had to do is enter the element selector for H2, then provide the font size of 3 EM and weight of 700. I'm sure you all got the same solution. To check, let's save, go back to Firefox and refresh the page. And there you have it. You have not only learned how to utilize custom fonts from Google, you have also learned how to add font-specific styling via HTML elements. Congratulations! In the final part of the CSS trilogy, I will show you how to add the finishing touches to our website, such as expanding the banner, adding borders, and aligning elements. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Until then, this is Micro, logging out.